Oh boy. One of us, or maybe both of us, are a little pissed off right now. Yeah. Yeah. Let me move in close on this mic. So today we had a little bit of a situation. Okay. So today, let's see. The date is July 12th, 2024. Tesla previous days was tanking. It was tanking a couple of days in a row. It was going up good, but that well, it tanked maybe one hard day, right? But today, Tesla ripped. Tesla was ripping. And Nvidia, it was stalling a little bit out the gate on the US Open, right? But then it went up. So why am I a little salty right now? What's my problem right now? I didn't get any of that. I didn't get any of that. And when I don't get it, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. So in this video, we're going to talk about what you do when you're triggered, when you're angry because of whatever. You missed a trade, you jacked up the trade, whatever you did, whatever happened, your fault, not your fault, don't matter. Don't matter, boo boo. We're triggered, right? And what do you do with that anger? And how not to blow up an account. How not to blow up an account. Don't do that. Try not to as much as possible. I've never blown up a day trading account. Now, let me tell you, in my investing account a long, long time ago when I was a little baby investor, I did let something get the best of me. Okay. There was two tickers. I still know the tickers that got the best of me there, but I never blew up a day trading account. Okay. So we're going to talk about like, how do we manage these emotions? This just happened for me today. Okay. What I'm thinking, how I'm dealing with it and everything, my nose, I feel a little sniffles. Hold on here. Let's see. Let me just, it's the cat here. You know, for everybody who don't know, I have a cat. Her name is Lion, even though she's a girl, her name is Lion. Don't even ask about that. It was complicated. I didn't know what she was when she first came in the house. So anyway, sometimes the cat here, yeah, see, it's cat here right down here. So she moved into my house. Okay. I didn't go out and get her, but I love her, you know? So anyway, the cat hair can trigger my allergies. So hold on. So what I'm saying, so sometimes I'm sniffling and I don't want to be sniffling on camera. I'm going to have a sip of this coffee here. We had a hard morning today. We had a little bit of a hard morning. Cheers. We had a hard morning. We're going to get into it. This is just, I wrote some things down that I wanted to touch on, but we're just talking. We're just shooting the crap here, okay? One trader, one investor to the other. Let's talk about it. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me also, I see these things that are on my screen. Okay. So Tesla made that move. It was big. Nice, nice big candles. Those nice big green candles, like, wow. Okay, like, oh, like it doesn't get any better than this. So, like, 1, 2, 3. So let's say I wanted to get in when the stock was here. Well, one big candle, another. Stock's all the way up here and it's still going. And I'm still not in. I'm still not in. And I'm trying to enter that trade, boom, boom. My trading system didn't pick it up. I'm like, okay, now, you know, after I hit that button the first time, I was like, what is happening? Because the stock is moving, right? And getting in a good position, okay? Just going in, not having to fear the entry or whatever, going in. I'm like, what's happening? So then now the time we're in the second candle, I'm like, I am chasing it now. This is like, I'm like, oh God, I'm chasing it up here. I said, but I know it still has room to run, right? Still can't get in. So I use Dash Trader Pro. Dash Trader Pro connects to my brokerage account. Okay. For everybody who has Dash Trader Pro. So, you know, over this past year, it changed from TD Ameritrade to Charles Schwab. Okay. So when it's changing, you know, I'm like, okay, are there going to be glitches and stuff like that? Because I was worried about it for myself as well. I was like, okay, you know, when you have live money, is it going to have a problem and stuff? Okay. So my account went through the transition as well, right? And so now today, when I'm pressing and it's not going in, I'm like, is this a Dash problem or is it just my problem? So, you know, I'm getting hot and it's like, it's going. So I'm like, well, is it just, I can't, like, let me try this other ticker. Can't get in Nvidia, can't get in the Tesla. I'm like, girl, what is happening? So then it's saying to, oh, set your shares to a default of this and that. I was like, okay. Everything is passing me. So then I know after I'm like, I can't chase it. Don't chase when the stock is like, if you're supposed to get in here and now you 3 candles up. No. You just, you, because after like, say I was supposed to get in here, that first tall candle. So when it's going to the second, sometime it dips a little bit. I was like, well, let me try to get on this dip before the second candle shoots up. I was like, well, okay, I missed it. Okay. And then you just have to like, I missed it. Right. So anyway, so we're going to touch on, so this is why I'm a little upset, a little bit. No, I'm a lot of it. I didn't lose money, but the fact that I didn't make it, it feels, I'm not saying it feels the same, but it feels the same in a way to me. Cause it's like, that could have been yours. That should have been yours. That was my money. I know it's not taken from me, but as far as like, it's taken from me because it was not even like, oh God, we'll talk about it. So I want to touch on some certain things I wanted to go through on this video. The frustration is real. Because I know I'm not the only one who's have certain frustrations. Okay. So let's just talk about this Dash Trader Pro thing. Okay. So then, all right, you can't just give up when things happen. So I contact Dash, right? There's a online thing you could type into, to a person, a live person, they'll type back to you, chat support. Okay. So I'm saying what's happening. Right. So then, oh, blah, blah, blah. She's asking, oh, what script are you using? I have custom scripts. Okay. So I know it's not the script. And I know already they're going to think it's the script. So I already say the script has been fine all the time. I believe it's something else. So she goes, oh, well, let me see the script, paste it in the chat, all this stuff. Okay. That's not it, boo-boo. I'm telling you, right? So one of the things I want to tell you is that know your software well enough to troubleshoot your own stuff, because sometimes you do. Sometimes you're going to have to troubleshoot your own mess. Don't just rely on these people. Don't just rely, oh, I'm just going to call the help desk and they're like live calling. You stuck in the trade, live calling, or you're going to hey, boo-boo, you better know your own stuff. Because a lot of times, this is what it feels like to me. I don't know. You tell me in the comments below. How long have you been working there? Is this day 2 for you? Because sometimes with some of these, I'm not shouting out DAS because they're great. I love the software and all that. They're phenomenal. But I'm saying sometimes when you call these brokerage or you're texting with them live or whatever, it's like, okay, I feel like you've been working here 1 month. I've had this system way longer than you have worked there. Okay. So sometimes you have to tell them. Sometimes they'll say, oh, I'm not talking about that. Some like other, just in general, they'll say, oh, blah, blah. I'm like, no, because remember, if you press here, oh, yeah, oh, I didn't even know that. I was like, oh my God, you don't even know that. It's like, okay, who's going to help me here? Learn your own system well enough so you can troubleshoot and know what to do in an emergency. Okay. And then also practice that. Practice an emergency situation when you don't even have an emergency. So you can go in that default mindset like, okay, I cannot get out this way. I'm going to do this. I practiced this before. Step 1, 2, 3. Okay? Step 1, 2, 3. That's what I have to do right now, because the time you get somebody and they understand what you're even talking about and all that. See, like, no. Okay? So there's something to know. Also, you have to, with this day trading, with investing, you have to have a certain level of, I was just reading Kevin Hart's book, The Decision. It's on Audible, right? So it's not really a book. You have to listen to it. So he was saying you have to have put up withness. So you got to be able to put up with stuff, right? Yes. If you want to be in day trading, okay, and I'm INTJ, okay, you have to have a certain level of put up withness in your body. Resilience, another word for resilience. Yeah, people. You got to have some resilience. So I want to make this video too with INTJ personality type focus as well. Okay. Because I'm INTJ. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, that's the Myers-Briggs personality type and everything like that. So you have to have a certain level of resilience. I feel my personality has that built in. Okay. So some of these things I'm saying, they feel normal to me, but I don't know how everybody else feels about it. Have a certain amount of resilience. Like, you're not getting the best of me. So let me say it another way. Warrior. have a certain amount of warrior inside of you. It's like, I'm coming back again. What? I'm coming back again. So warrior, Amazon warrior, Zulu warrior, I don't know, New Zealand warrior, sumo wrestler warrior, whatever kind of warrior you want to put an image in your mind. Okay. But we're Olympian, Thor, the superhero, whatever kind of image you want to have in your mind. But you have to have a certain level of toughness where, okay, this happened to me, but this is not the end of me. It's not the end of me. It's not going to get the best of me. I come back again and again. And so some people will say to me, like when I start something new, okay, they're like, oh yeah, you're going to do well. I'm like, how do you know? I haven't even started yet. Oh, because you don't give up. Boop. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I can stick with something on and on and on and on. And then also building a system around you so you can't give up. So if you need an accountability coach to check in on you, so you like, oh, are you still doing that thing? Because some people, they flitter from thing to thing. But if you want to stick with something, and day trading is something that takes a while to master, because you got to master this. And it could take a while to master that and get everything together. So anyway, so I want to touch on having some warrioriness, so resilience enough that you can keep coming back. But when I say warrior, I'm not saying YOLO in. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. But grit inside of you where, yeah, okay, you got me today. You're like, okay, you won today, but you didn't win the war. Okay, this battle for today, fine. I'll retreat. I'm coming back. And so that's another thing, that the market will be open again the next day. Today's a Friday. I'm recording this. So Saturday, no, it's not going to be open tomorrow. I know that. But you know what I mean. Monday, it will be open. So when this was happening to me, I was getting hot. And it felt like, I was like, okay, so how much money did I lose? Right? Because I didn't make it. It felt a little bit like a loss. I was like, how much money did I lose? I'm like, is that $1,000 right there? Was that 500? And so then it's like, okay, 500, 1,000, 3,000. I don't know. Yeah, kind of in a way I do. I can calculate it. I don't want to. So, I'm still hot. About it. I had to wait a while to make this video. I was like, girl, calm down before you get on the camera. In my mind. Now, okay. What do I look like when I'm mad? When this was happening? I look like this. Oh, this is my face. I look like, it's hard for me to look at the camera at the same time, but that's what it looks like. Yeah. So you're like, well, that doesn't look like a lot. It kind of like, this is happening. Because I'm going to talk about that part. End of the video. Save the best for last. Save the best for last. I look like that. Yes. And that has kept me from blowing up accounts. Okay. Don't do that. All right. So anyway, let's see. I wrote some notes because, I'm kind of upset. Let me look at my notes here a little bit. Okay. So I tell myself, yeah, the market's going to be open again. And, knowing that, okay, the market's going to be open again. You're right. This is not the last day. It's like, oh, everybody, if you don't do it today, it'll be open. So when I say tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, again and again. I was like, okay, you're right. I could do this again, even though I feel like you took money from me. But yeah, it will be open again. You have to tell yourself that, okay, you know what? I have the opportunity for this to be open again and to do this again. Okay. So chill, calm down. Also, big picture. This is another thing, big picture. I say to myself, I go, when I'm hot, because, hey, that was real money. Big green candles. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, Tesla was like that. So, end the video. Okay, so I don't even know how much money was that. 1,000. I don't know. We won't. Not gonna calculate it. I have to let it. It will run off. With time, it will run off. Because see, this is the thing. You cool down. As you say, I'll cool down, I'll chill and everything. But as you think about it, it re-triggers you. You get mad again and you're like, ah! Okay? But then you gotta, after a while, you will calm down. Okay, after a while. So I'm gonna save a lot of the good stuff to the end of the video. So one of the things I say to myself, hey, big picture. Big picture, I'm not even gonna remember this in a while. Do I remember things that happened a year ago? No, not really. No. I don't even know. Don't remember. Don't remember. You remember that? No, I don't. Oh, you made money. You made, but yeah, okay. What ticker was that? I don't even know. I don't know. A year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. No, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes, okay, so like yesterday I had to do something. So I wasn't trading yesterday. I wasn't here. Right? I had to go do so. I hate when that happens though too. It's like, oh God, I can't trade. But hey, so life goes on. You still got to do personal responsibilities and whatever. So the day before, so that was like Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Okay, making good money in the market, trading, right? But ask me what I even traded. Like one time, so this is what happens. Like you'll trade Intel. Thank you. Okay, I remember Intel. Okay, made some money on that, but I traded Intel and something else. By the time I do my trades, make the money, okay, then I go downstairs. By the time I'm going downstairs, I'm not. I don't even know what I trade anymore. Sometimes, like, oh, what did I trade? Oh, I don't know, because not that I know it might sound dumb. I know it might sound dumb. This is what this is about. Let it go. To be able to, you need that in day trading. In and out, gone. In and out, gone. In and out, gone. Like, okay, I'm in, I made that money, I'm gone. The benefit to forgetting, okay, yeah, I made money up, but the benefit to forgetting for me, INTJ, yeah, okay, that happened. Okay, it's over because you can let go of a loss quick. Yeah. One of those trades, I don't know if it was Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday. I got in, okay, first trade of the day, got in, 100 down, $100 down, just like that, right? So now sometimes a trader, they'll get in, they're down, they'll get down, they're like, oh my God. So then when the next opportunity presents itself, you're still, the emotions of the loss that just happened, is they hesitate. You start hesitating getting in. I already forgot. I will let myself, as in my emotions, forget that. That's the past. Let it go. New opportunity in front of you, go. That's why also you have to like have a stop, mental or physical, where this is when it passes this number, I'm out. Because when that new opportunity comes, you need to be able to get into it. And if your money is still being pulled down on a bad trade, your money's not even available. Your capital is not available to go into the new opportunity. Let go. Let go. Okay? Let go. So you have to have a certain amount of detachment from something. INTJ people, okay? Right? Detachment for something, well, I could let go. Oh, yeah, buddy, I could let go. This is what we do. I don't want to talk about, in a relationship. Yeah, I could let go. I'll tell you, it's a certain part. We cross this line, I'm done. And then it happens, and people are like, oh, I'm like, no, I told you when we cross this line, I'm kind of done, and so I'm done. And then they'll be saying something. I'm like, no, I'm done. And so now, and then I'm moving on. And that's, I'm not saying it's good or bad, but I can do that. So now the point is with that stop, like you have to have a point where I say, so when the new opportunity comes, you can get in. When I'm getting into the new one, by the time I'm getting into the new one, I already forgot about the other one. I'm already letting that loss, yeah, whatever. That was, it feels like, yeah, whatever. I'm into the new one and then I make my money. Okay. So you have to have a certain amount of detachment. INTJ, you can look this up. It's good to have a certain amount of detachment when you're doing this day trading. And this is why INTJ personality types are good with the day trading. We can let go of that loss. Like, okay, yeah, whatever. That was before. Let me, train your brain to, okay, that was before. But if I have a good quality setup in front of me with a risk to reward ratio 3-1 or more, I'm coming in good, like right above a support level, buying in. I know like we should bounce here and come up, trigger, buy, and then ride up. Okay. So anyway, so the bigger picture, so you always look back to the bigger picture is this is going to happen again another day. Let me chill. Let me not get so upset. Yeah, it happened this day. I'm not in, but probably let's just make up a date. Wednesday next week is going to happen again, and I'll be ready for it. Okay. So the problem with my account, I didn't even go back to try to finish. I tried to fix it with that person, it didn't happen, right? But I had to shut everything down. So that's something else. Shut everything down. Shut it down. Shut down. Once you're triggered so bad, and then that person couldn't help me, I was like, oh, I was like, shut everything down. Okay? Shut your day trading, your execution platform, your brokerage account, shut it down. Just shut down. Because you got to make sure you let your emotions run off. Just let it run off. Don't have that thing up, because I know from years past, right? When I was new to day trading, and still INTJ, but still baby day trader, right? And you're like, okay, so I walked away, oh good, but it was still open. The account was still open. And then you can hear, especially if you're in chat rooms or whatever, someone calling out something that's, like you can't miss. Okay, let's say. But if for whatever reason you're off that day, you're not having the best day for whatever reason, I don't know, whatever. It's not happening for you that day. And it's like that sometimes. Sometimes it's like that. Like best of traders, like everybody's making money, but you're the one who's not. Like, what? What's that like? But it can happen. Okay. And so then all of a sudden, but if so let's say if you've occurred loss on 3 different stocks, boop, stop for the day. Hey, 3 different in a row, and whatever, something's off that day for you. Okay. So, but if you're new to everything, don't leave your account open, and then because you can hear something and you like, oh, let me come back in. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna make it rain. Because one, since you 3 losses, big, you could be triggered. Okay. You might be like, oh yeah, revenge. I want to make it back and all of that. So, and then also, so now I'm mad. Okay. I'm mad about the brokerage account thing and all that. And Dash Trader Pro, the execution platform. I was like, okay, you know what? You're on tilt. You're on tilt. Shut it down. Later on, you can open that thing back. I think I know the problem, right? And everything. Later on, when you're calm, you can fix it yourself, or you can call them and say what you think the problem is and deal with them then. But not now. Not now, boo-boo. Not now, boo-boo. Because don't compound the situation. Know when to cut it. It's different for everybody. So wherever you need to know mentally where you need to cut it. Because I've made money this week, right? It would be stupid now if I feel triggered. Like I don't feel, when I say triggered, I'm not even. I'm not like where I can hear a pin drop. Boop. Okay. I'm a little ruffled. Okay. So I'm going to just call that a little bit of ruffled tilt. Okay. Don't give all the money you made back that you made this week. It's like, then like you went nowhere. It's like you went, like, okay, you did from green to red. No, don't do that. So now, let's see, what else did I win? Another good thing. When you're upset, another tip. I know this video is getting long. It's going to be a long video. Hey, people want to hear it. I'm here for you. People don't. This is a long video. I'm not going to fly through it that fast. So have something else to do. That's something good. I've always heard traders say, oh, do trade part-time. Like I trade the open. When you're brand new, don't trade open. Don't trade. Take your time, because the open is going way too fast when you're brand new, right? You got to wait a little while, but I'm not making a whole video about that. But as time passes, when you get used to the open, because now on the open, I'm like, Jesus, anything moving? What's happening? Nothing's moving, because you'll get used to it. You have to build up a tolerance, right? But the point is, a lot of people just trade from 9:30 U.S. stock market open. Okay, 9:30. I'm not going past 11 o'clock. That's for sure. I'm not going past 11 a.m. because things die down. But 9:30, 10:30. But usually the bulk of my money is made actually just in 9:30, 9:45, 9:30, 10 a.m. like that. After 10 a.m., I'm just like, oh, what's going on? Because usually I'm trading the momentum, the breakout momentum of the open. If say nothing really happened and I have to do like a dip trade, something coming, say a stock kind of went up or not, or something, let's just say something breaking through VWAP, something breaking through. And then once it breaks, this is the VWAP, this is the stock breaking through, right? Once it breaks through, getting it at that point and riding it up. So sometime that could be, okay, 10:15, I'm doing that or something, and then take it for a little while. But but usually by 10:30, most of my stuff is over. So my point is, after that, have something else to do. Have something else to do to get your mind off of this. Later, after I finish recording and stuff like that, I have a whole lot of stuff to do, different things. Okay. So have different things so your mind can take a break from this. Because people, when you just trading, you'll be like, oh, let me make up this money. Let me make it back. Da, da, da. Not too good. Not too good. Nope. Have something else to do. All right, so let's see. Now, I'm going to go on some other things. Coping, right? So what did I do? Besides turning the system off, right? Turn the system off because this is something you don't want to happen. Right now, when you keep seeing me look over here, I have 6 monitors. I have 6 monitors here. This is a Falcon. It's a custom made desktop computer made for day trading, right? If I go ham and start breaking things, that's not my personality type to do that though. But the anger I felt inside when I was like, okay, this is happening to me. This is really happening. How much money am I losing right now? Even though I wasn't losing anything, but felt like I was like, I can understand that a lot of people, especially when you have testosterone flowing and things like that, you want to pick up this keyboard and you want to smash it because that's how I felt inside, right? But this keyboard, even my keyboard, is not a regular keyboard. I am not picking that up and smashing this, okay? It's ergonomic, right? So did I pronounce that right? So I'm not smashing this thing. No, not doing that. These monitors, no, I'm not smashing crap, okay? This whole system I had to pay for, and it costs a lot of money. No, don't smash anything. Walk your butt away if you have to. Just walk away. I said, let me go downstairs and let me just let it run off, play some relaxing music. We got YouTube nowadays, so it's not like you can't, like the same computer, you can shut everything down, play some relaxing music, something with water flowing. You can look at little cat videos if you need to, little baby something, I don't know, fish swimming, whatever you got to do to de-stress. If you need to go outside, you need to take a run, you need to go to the gym, things like that. Other people who you want to get the anger out, it's just suggesting, I don't have to do this, but you could take that bat to your bed and bang it the heck out. Bam, bam. Okay. I remember I used to, when I first started a long time ago when things were, I was like, oh, we're going to do this right now. Bang the bat on the bed. Yeah. Just to get, because I've read that one time. I was like, okay, let me try that. If you need to just get the energy out, okay? So it's something you can do. Okay, let's see what else I want to say. Oh yeah, I told you to turn your account off. I told you don't break things. I told you about the bat on the bed. Let's see, I have another note here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we're getting to the end. We're getting to the good parts. Okay, hold on. Having some coffee here. Because by the way, I take green tea, right? Has L-theanine, if I pronounce that right. I hope so. I can't pronounce crap, even though I speak another language. Which was like, how do I do that? But I can't pronounce things in English right. But I can pronounce things well in another language. Okay, so whatever. Don't know what that's about. But it has nothing to do with my intelligence. So I was like, okay, it's just, I'm not, something in the brain with pronunciation, the language part of the brain. So anyway, just a side tangent is that I wrote this note. Learn from the mistakes of others. I'm telling you all these things, okay? I've read a lot. It's not my first day here, right? I've read a lot, okay? And you're still reading. Education never dies. But when people are telling you, because a lot of people have blown up a lot of accounts. Some people, 1 account, 2, 3 accounts. I'm telling you, I've never blown up a day trading account. So when I'm telling you these things to do, I've seen other people do them. I've heard them say it. No, you're not better than anybody else. A lot of people think they are. A lot of people, I don't have to turn off the account. I just won't trade anymore. Yeah, boo-boo. Next thing you know, you're in. You're like, oh my God, what am I doing? Because there's a part of the brain, the reptile part of the brain, where, it goes like, oh, do it. And then next thing you know, you're just doing it. Okay. So some parts it's hard to control. So to prevent that from even happening, that's why I say turn it off. So anyway, I wanted to say, learn from the mistake of others. Don't think, oh yeah, no, that happens to them. It won't happen to me. No, I feel, you know what? It happened to all these good traders. It happened to all of them. So it's probably going to happen to me. Yeah, probably. So I have to make sure it won't happen to me. And to make sure it won't happen to me, I will, let me turn off my system. Let me walk away. Let me play some relaxing music. Let me make sure, if I got to push out a couple of push-ups real quick or something or whatever, do all these things that I hear people say or whatever. So I am not that person. And so that's how I stay not that person who's blown up multiple accounts, because I go, yeah, I'm learning from that person. INTJs, hey, learn from other people's mistakes. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Nope, not doing that. I believe you. I believe you when you say, oh, I can believe somebody else and not think I'm better than them. Anyway, INTJs are a little arrogant. God help us with that. But knowing, hey, wait, no. Yeah, let me bulletproof my stuff. Let me believe this. These are the real risks. Okay. And be analytical and have intellectual capability. No. They're right. They're right. Let's make sure we keep our money. Because if you don't have your money, what are you trading with? Right? I don't even want that to happen. So now, last but not least, let's talk about it. 30-minute video. Who talked this whole time? Controlling your emotions. What about that? Yes. And this is what INTJs are good for. This is what I didn't, okay, one, I didn't go into day trading because it's like, oh yeah, let me day trade. That's not how this happened for me. What happened was when I took a personality test long time ago and stuff like that. And it was like, I was like, oh wow, look at all these things. I said, what is my personality good at? What is my personality type good at? Okay. So you could take a personality test and then you can look for what careers should you do. And I think that would be smart for everybody. See what careers you should do. What is your strengths? What is your weaknesses? Okay. So there's certain strengths in INTJ personality type. Okay. And I have resilience. Yeah, I'm not going nowhere. Okay. I have resilience. I have detachment. In a way, yeah, that was a loss yesterday. I'm coming back. And I could train myself. Okay, yeah, let it go. Especially with time. I'm not saying day one, people. With time, you'll be like, okay, that was yesterday. It has nothing to do with today. It's new opportunities. Let me not carry that baggage. Because sometimes if you have a loss, you got to wait. In the beginning, when you're new, I was like, because a loss may, whatever the amount is that will trigger you is different for everybody. It depends how much money you have. But whatever that amount is like, oh, this feels like a loss to me. $100 is not a loss for me, right? Okay. But some people are like, oh yeah, $1,000 is not a loss for me, right? Okay. So whatever that amount is, okay, that triggers you. I'm just saying numbers for you to get the point. Whatever triggers you, right? Hey, maybe you need a couple of days, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 2 weeks. If the loss is big enough that you're really triggered, okay, in the beginning of your day trading journey, if it's 2 weeks sometimes, to really let it run off. And then so what do you do in the 2 weeks? Just learn, do education around day trading and things like that. Okay. Read, watch videos on how to do it. If you have an investment portfolio, I don't even know if you can touch that still. It depends how triggered you are and how you are with controlling your emotions. Okay. So sometimes it takes 2 weeks to get for you to get back to a baseline energy where it's like, okay, it's in the past. And then when you come back into trading again, don't come back with the same size. Okay. Reduce your size. You can cut it in half. Reduce your size. So you can, it depends on the person. Okay. I can't make this generic to everybody. Some people should come back with the same size. Some people shouldn't even leave. Okay. It depends what the loss was. It your fault or was it an external force? And it depends. So it's a lot of factors on that. Okay. But so I'm giving a lot of different answers because it depends on the factors. But anyway, I want to end this video where you got to control your emotions. You're going to have emotions. Nobody's the damn robot. I wish we were. I love Spock. Everybody who knows Spock from Star Trek back in the day. Okay, so INTJs, we are good for compartmentalizing, emotions, having it there. And we think a lot. We're a lot in our head and all that. And we're not so into our emotions all the time. Yeah, no, I'm not into my emotions like that. I was like, okay, I will feel this later. Oh yeah, I won. Oh good. Yay. Okay. Later, I'm going to talk about that. Feel it later. But so the point is you have to control the emotions as it's happening. That's why I'm not destroying my system that's in front of me when something happens. I've lost, let's say, big money before. Have I made it back? Yeah. I'm still here. This is why I've never blown up. Okay. So the thing is, because you have to control your emotions, knowing big picture, the market will be open again. Big picture. Well, I even remember this. What? Next week, 2 weeks, 1 month from now, 5 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years from now? Is this $1 million account I'm running right now? Come on. It's like, relax, boo-boo. Chill. Okay, chill. Okay, because you're learning some patience, you're learning some resilience. Take something positive out of the day, have a lesson learned. Like, yeah, I'm exercising patience today. Whoo, did I exercise that? The muscle of self-control, of being like uncomfortable. Because was I hot? Was I hot? And I was like, okay, because I was still trying to get that the execution to work, and it wouldn't. And I was like, oh, okay, whoo, hot. And I'm like, can I still trade? And I was like, okay, let me try again. I tried 3 times, but after 3 times, that's usually a point where people's like, even if you don't think you're triggered, after 3 times of trying to do something and it don't work out, usually if you do it the 4th time, you may not. You're a little tilted. You're a little, in general, most people. So that's why I was like, okay, I tried 3 different times with this thing. Okay, it's like this ain't working out now, because you may overdo it when you finally get in. Yeah, that happens to a lot of people. So you don't stop yourself from even letting that happen. After 3 times, so 3 times on the stop, trying to make it run, just in general, like say, I'll say Amazon. Okay, 3 times trying to get into Amazon, boom, boom, boom. Well, you're getting stopped out, or you can't get in, whatever's happening. It's not working out. 3 times, boom. Okay, let it go. Let Amazon and if it runs without you, what? So be it. Just take the ticker off your screen, so you don't even see what happens after that. So you can move on. The ability to move on. All right. So I just want everybody to know, we have to control our emotions. We will have emotions. We're going to have it. It's part of every human being. Okay. But we have to have the ability to move on, regroup ourselves, have something else to do. I said a lot of different things, but you got to stay in control. If you don't, in a good way of keeping your money, you have to keep your money. Shut your stuff down. Shut it down, boo-boo. Don't think you're better than everybody else. It's like, okay, if you tilt, shut it down. All right. So I wanted you to see how it feels for me, after this kind of day. I'm going to think about it off and on throughout the day, probably. I don't know for how long, because I'll do something else and then I'll forget. And then it's like, okay, good. And I want to forget. I don't want to be, because if you keep holding on to this, you have baggage, mental baggage. You got to stay light and jiggy with it. Boom, boom. So you can get in, out. Okay. If I trade, let's say 3 or 4 trades, tickers in a day, I could forget 2 of them after I'm on the 4th, 5th, whatever. Okay. Well, I don't know. I made money. I'm in and out. Just keep going. I don't get bogged down with it. Like when you go back and you review, you can say, oh yeah, that's right. Okay. I did this. I did that. I did this. But I want to just keep focused on what I'm doing. Okay. Don't get hung up and super fixated on whatever loss it is. Learn from it though. Learn from what happened, so that will not happen again. Okay. See you next time in the next video. I was supposed to say click like and subscribe. Why didn't you tell me that? Hey, remind me. Hey, click like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye for now.